Hey everyone, today I'll be teaching you how to solve the Pyraminx in the easiest possible way for beginners. This puzzle is actually easier than the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, and you don't even need to know how to solve that to be able to solve this. So the first thing we're going to do is just solve these tips because that is the easiest part, and we might as well get that out of the way. So just turn the very little tips of the Pyraminx until those are lined up. And now we're going to pick a face that we want to solve. I'm going to go with yellow, but you can choose any one that you like. I'm going to look around the Pyraminx to find which tips have a yellow color on them. So this one has a yellow. I'm going to put my finger on it. This one has a yellow, and this one does not have a yellow, but this one does. So basically these three tips have a yellow. That means this is going to create the yellow face. This is where the yellow face will go. So I'm going to start turning these tips, these larger tips, until this centerpiece becomes yellow on all three of these. So see, this one is yellow now. Now I'm going to go to this one. There we go. There's our other second yellow. I'm going to keep going. Here's our third yellow. So you can see it's going to create this these three yellow centerpieces. So this is going to become our yellow face. And now what we need to do is solve these three edge pieces. The way we're going to do that is actually put the yellow side on the bottom for now, and look in this top layer. Look around these three pieces to see if we can find a yellow one. Here is the yellow and blue edge piece. So let's start with this one. What we want to do is insert this yellow blue edge piece into this slot because we know that this is the yellow face. And then if we look at these two centers, they tell us that this is going to become the blue face when it's solved. And then the blue and yellow face meet right here where this edge piece is going to go, which means the blue and yellow edge piece must go here. And this is the only spot on the Pyraminx that it can go. So now to insert this blue and yellow edge piece into here, we're going to hold this blue and yellow edge piece such that the yellow is facing us and it's in the top layer, just like that. And to insert it here, we're going to do an algorithm. So we start by bringing this right tip down to put the edge piece in. Then we bring the left tip down, then bring the right tip back up and the left tip back up. And you can see that this inserts the blue and yellow edge piece right there. So what happens if your edge piece, if you put it on the right, you're seeing the other color in front, not the yellow color. In this case, we're going to put it into this left position so that the yellow is facing us. That's the most important part. So we know this blue and yellow edge piece is going to go into the blue and yellow slot right there. The way we do this is instead of moving the right tip down first, we're going to move the left tip down. It's always the one with the edge piece that goes down first. Then move the right tip down this time, the left tip back up, and the right tip back up now. So it's just like starting with the other side starting with the left side instead of the right side if your edge piece is on the left. Now we're going to do the other one. So let's go over here, and we actually run into an interesting scenario where the edge pieces are in here, but they're flipped. If this happens to you, just pretend like one of these other edge pieces is the one that we want to solve, and we're going to insert that into here. So for example, I'm just going to pretend like this is my red and yellow, and I'm going to insert it down here. So do the same algorithm that I just showed you, right tip back up and the left tip back up. And you can see that it kicks out the red and yellow edge piece right up into here. And now we can insert it correctly. So we just do the algorithm again. And there it is. Now we can solve the final green and yellow edge piece. So again, the same thing, we're going to pretend like this is the edge piece we want to put into here. So do this, bring the right tip down, bring the left tip down, right tip back up, and left tip back up. And we have this edge piece in the top layer now. Now we can insert it correctly. Remember, the yellow has to face you. This is the green and yellow, so it's going to go into where the green and yellow face meet. So bring this tip down, bring this one down, up, bring this back up. And there it is. That's our whole yellow face done. It's important to make sure that these side colors are all the same like this, all blue, all green. Once we finish the yellow face and we're on to the last layer, one easy thing that we can do is just line up the centerpiece with the correct There we go. So blue, 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 and all reds. And so we just have to line up this centerpiece. Now what we need to do is solve these 3 edge pieces. The way we do that, there's actually 3 different cases. So this is the first case. We'll call it case 1, where you have these 3 edges misaligned, and then one of the edges has no faces solved, but then the other 2 edges each have 1 face solved. See how this has the red solved, this one has the green solved, but this one has neither of them solved. So this is the first case that we're going to learn. We're actually going to place this edge piece in the back. The one that has no faces solved, that goes in the back. And on the front, you'll see one of your edge pieces will be unsolved. It could be the left or the right one. In this case, it's the right one. So the algorithm that we're going to learn, this is the only algorithm that you'll need to know for the Pyraminx, is first bring this tip down, R prime, then bring this other tip down, then bring the right tip back up, and bring the left tip back up. It's the same as what we did in the first step where we solved the edges. Now we'll notice that the red and yellow edge piece has been unsolved. It should be down here. So to reinsert it, we're not going to do it the original way that we did it, where we bring this down first. We're actually going to do it slightly differently. We're going to move this to the other side so that the yellow is facing away from us and the other color is facing in the front. Then we bring this slot up. So we bring this yellow piece up. We're going to connect the yellow with the yellow and insert it. And look at that, that solves the last layer. Now case 1 actually has another variation of it. So it is possible that when you put the one edge that has no solved faces in the back like this, then you're going to see you have the unsolved piece is going to be on the left side. So we already talked about when it's on the right side. In this case, it's on the left. We're basically going to insert this edge piece into here. So let's do that. Just like that. And now it removes the green and yellow edge, which we need to reinsert into here, but we're going to do it differently, remember? So we're going to move this edge piece to the other side like this, just by moving the top layer. And then we have to reinsert this. So we're going to bring this yellow center up, connect it over here, and bring it down. So there's like a right-sided version and a left-sided version of this algorithm for case 1. Now, if you solve the first layer and your Pyraminx ends up looking like this, where you have these 2 flipped edge pieces, they just need to be flipped. The third one is solved on the top layer. The way we're going to hold this is by just moving to either the right or the left side. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to go over to this side, and then we have this one unsolved edge. So we can just pretend like this is the same as the left-sided version of case 1. So I'm going to insert this edge piece into the front position, this front bottom position, like this. Bring this tip down, bring this tip down, bring the left tip up and the right tip up. Then this edge piece needs to go back in here. We move it to the other side, bring this tip up, connect the yellows, bring it down. And look at that, we're back at case 1 now. And now we already know how to solve this, so we can just go ahead and solve it again. And finally, this is the last case that you can get on your Pyraminx, where we have to do this 3-way edge rotation. If you get this case, then we can again apply the case 1 algorithm. I'm just going to do the right-sided version again. So bring this one into here, and then solve this one again by moving it over. Bring this yellow tip up, connect them, bring it down to solve that. And we're back at case 1 now. Now we can just solve case 1 like we normally would. Sometimes you might actually have to repeat the algorithm for case 1 a couple of times. So in this case, we'll see if I do the right-sided version of case 1 algorithm, I end up getting case 2. And then I can just solve case 2 how we learned how to solve it, where I get to case 1. And so basically it's just repeating the case 1 algorithm a few times to solve your Pyraminx, just like that. So you should be able to solve it on your own every single time now, but if you are interested in getting faster, you can check out my intermediate solving tutorial for Pyraminx in the top right hand corner, or check the link in the description. It's just learning a couple more really easy algorithms and you'll become a lot faster at the Pyraminx. So if you're interested, feel free to check that out. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.